Hello, and welcome to Get the Scoop with Smirk's Episode 8, Product Feature. For today's product feature, we'll do a deep dive into pumpkin seeds. Some scientists believe that pumpkins originated at least 7,000 years ago, having been grown by indigenous peoples in Mexico and Central America. Later, Native Americans made pumpkins a staple in their diet, using all parts of the pumpkin, including the seeds. American colonists embraced the pumpkin and started using it to make pies, soups, and other dishes. And as we know, pumpkin was a key ingredient associated with Thanksgiving dishes.
Man, all I can think about is pumpkin pie now. This is fantastic. Thank you, Elisa. But pumpkin does have an interesting history. If we trace the movement of the plant pumpkin in other parts of the world, it was introduced to China in the 16th century and spread widely throughout the provinces during the Ming Dynasty. Pumpkin also came to Europe in the 16th century as well.
Hey, Donny, since we associate pumpkin with the fall, not just Thanksgiving, but Halloween, do you know where the tradition of carving jack-o'-lanterns came from?
I heard that it came from Irish immigrants. But what was the backstory?
Yeah, in the 19th century, Irish immigrants carried on a tradition from their Celtic folklore. To ward off evil spirits and protect their homes, they would carve turnips or other root vegetables and place a candle inside to create a lantern. Immigrants to America found that pumpkins were abundant, so they started carving pumpkins and placing them on their homes' doorsteps.
I mean, I'll throw in that I think maybe it also could have came from having kids who constantly poke at you to carve a pumpkin as well. So I don't see that in the history, but I know that that happened to me last night. So yeah, history has certainly shaped our perceptions, and today the popularity of pumpkin products is undeniable. We could talk at length about the various pumpkin flavored coffees and foods, but today we're going to focus on the pumpkin seed market. In 2022, the U.S. market for pumpkin seeds was valued at $744 million, and that number is expected to grow at a pace of 13.4% from 2023 to 2029. These numbers are courtesy of Maximize Market Research. Of note, this does also include pumpkin seed derivatives such as pumpkin seed oils and powders.
Why do you think pumpkin seed consumption is on the rise, Donnie?
Well, to start with, nutritionally speaking, pumpkin seeds are seen as a product that is beneficial as they are rich in protein, fiber, and vitamins, and minerals such as zinc and magnesium. It also includes omega-3 fatty acids.
What else is driving the popularity of pumpkin seeds?
Pumpkin seeds are used in so many different ways in both savory and sweet products and applications. Pumpkin seeds are excellent for snacking, so you'll find them sold in straight packs, plain, or roasted and salted and flavored. Pumpkin seeds make a great addition to trail mixes, and they're being included as an ingredient in energy bars and granola bars. Pumpkin seeds are added to granolas and other cereals as well. On the savory side, they're used as a salad and soup toppers and included in grain bowls. Blending them into dips and spreads is another pumpkin seed application. They're ground up and used to make pesto in lieu of more expensive pine nuts, for example. Pumpkin seeds complement different cheeses, so they're added to charcuterie platters as well. On the baking side, pumpkin seeds are added atop muffins, breads, crackers, and scones. You'll also find pumpkin seeds atop yogurt and added into chocolate bark and other chocolate treats. Pumpkin seeds are used to add an extra crunch, add protein, and a nutty, slightly earthy flavor with hints of sweetness.
What are some of the popular pumpkin seed derivatives you're seeing these days?
With a boom in plant-based protein, pumpkin seed protein is an ingredient you'll find in smoothies and shakes, for examples. You'll find pumpkin seed oil in dressings, dipping oils, and marinades. It's also used in skincare products such as lotions and creams. As an alternative to nut butters, pumpkin seed butter is used as a spread, and dipping sauces can be added to oatmeal and in baking.
What are the various pumpkin seed specifications that Smirks is offering?
Smirks typically offers a range of shine skin pumpkin seeds, both for contracted customers and for spot buys. We inventory shine skin pumpkin seeds that have been pasteurized in both an organic conventional and in A grade and double A grades from China. Incidentally, China is the largest producer, producing over 1/3 of the world's pumpkin seeds. We also offer raw shine skin products from Mexico. Besides the difference in origins, it's important to note that the raw product will need to undergo some type of sterilization process to make the product ready to eat. And what I mean by ready to eat is that the product has gone through a validated kill step to reduce the pathogens. As for the grades, the AA's are more uniform in size and color. If the visual aspect is not critical, we recommend the grade A as they are more cost effective.
What if customers are looking for other specifications of pumpkin seeds, Donny?
Well, there are different ones. Styrian pumpkin seeds from Austria, for example, are an item we can offer to customers, mostly on a special order basis. And this holds true for snow white pumpkin seeds from China and lady nail seeds from Bulgaria.
What are the differences between shine skin pumpkin seeds as opposed to other varieties such as snow whites, Styrian pumpkin, and lady nails?
Well, shine skin are a pumpkin seed that are grown with a shell and have to be taken out of the shell or be hulled in order to have the kernel. Snow white seeds have an edible outer shell, and as the name indicates, they are whitish in color. Styrian are a wholeless pumpkin seed, so they're grown without a shell. So they grow inside the pumpkin seed without any shell on them at all. They can also be called a GWS or grown without shell, but they have a distinctively darker green color. Lady nail pumpkin seeds are beige in color and have a long, narrow shape. They get their name from the appearance of a woman's fingernail.
What is the seasonality of pumpkin seeds, and when is the best time to contract?
Typically, the season starts around September and goes through November. Products from the new harvest normally start to ship in early October, sometimes in late September. This year, it's running about 2 weeks late in shipping. We try to keep pumpkin seed stock on hand for spot buys, but we usually recommend contracting your needs when possible to ensure a steady supply. In terms of contracting, that generally starts sometime around August to September, and sometimes it goes into October.
Hey, Donny, I just want to clear one thing up because this question comes up every now and then. What is the difference between a pumpkin seed and pepitas?
Well, for the most part, these terms are fairly interchangeable. Both terms describe pumpkin seeds that come from certain varieties of pumpkins or squash, and both have seeds that are without a hard outer shell. A wholeless pumpkin seed refers to the absence of a shell, so the shell can be easily eaten. A pepita is derived from the Spanish word little seed. In English, it's commonly used to refer to the green edible seed found in certain types of pumpkins or squash. Pepitas are essentially the inner part of the pumpkin seed without the hard shell.
Well, that was good stuff. That wraps up our product feature segment on pumpkin seeds. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to us by email at whatsnew@smirks.com. Thanks for tuning in.